Poor kids. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Knows in the gospel, broadly from the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Hey, what can I say, right? And, you know, not being surprised at this behavior. This is the epitome of the black woman and our children. Now, when you look at this picture, you see nothing but single black women. I mean, you may have a couple of Jakes in the background. Like, I believe the guy that's recording it, he may be a Jake because I heard somebody or a male's voice say, wow. You know, but this appeared to be a child's birthday party with Toy Story characters. You got Woody, and then I believe you got his girl here. But, of course, you got to know that this is a black woman that's dressed up as this female Woody character because, I mean, she's twerking on a little boy. And you got this little boy. You know, he can't be no older than 1 or 2 years old, maybe 2, with a pissy diaper, probably flies crawling around his behind. And you got this degenerate of a woman twerking on this man. And this is what this is what the children are being taught in this place, man. You know, this is what they're being taught. And when you look at any other nation, you don't see this. Okay, you don't see Edomite kids or Edomite women or men allowing their kids to twerk on mascot characters. You don't see this in other races, but among Jake, this is what you see, okay? Because, see, our women, man, they have become the epitome of a degeneracy. And this is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said. He said how our people have become as a strange vine, a degenerate. And you look up a degenerate, it means somebody that's detestable or somebody that's far from their purpose. Because our kids, they supposed to grow up in the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But look at these kids, man. You know, cake, ice cream everywhere. They probably got shit in the diapers, piss. You know, then look at this. Look at her. And she's not a you know, this is not a very deleterious influence, you know, on these kids. So I may have said that backwards. I think deleterious means bad, but Slakia. But you get what I'm saying. But regardless of it, you got these fat, overweight, hair hat, weave wearing, black women. And these kids are seeing it, and this is the behaviors that they're going to learn. Because, see, when you have what they call a habitual offender, habitual means something that's constantly committed. So when you are a habitual offender or a habitual liar, that means that you are a person that is known to continue to do something. Okay, look at this. Okay, you got these idol-shaped black women weaving out here, and you got this chick here in front of these little kids, and she just getting it in with the pink hair. And this is all our women do. Okay, the fat ones, the skinny ones, you know, the ones that look like boys. This is what they do, and they wonder why nobody wants to date them. Okay, this is the reason why every other nation looks at Jake and they looks down on our people, because this is what's being taught. And this come from not having a father in the household. Okay, but furthermore, I blame the woman because for the simple fact, when the father's not in the household, you assume the role for mother and father, unfortunately. You know, but this is what you're teaching them. But then they blame the father. Well, the father ain't there. No, but what are you doing in front of you? How is what you're doing in front of your kids the father's fault when he's not around? You know, make it make sense. You see, make it make sense. Look at this. That's why Apostle Tahar, and look at her. She got the Douce in her hand, you know, Douce. And that's a strong drink right there, man. And you notice there's always a black woman that get down on a Douce. It'd always be the blackest women, man, with the blackest lips, when it smell like cigarette butts and hair weave, smell like fucking beer. These be the main ones that be into that type of liquor. And don't get it twisted. I fuck with the Douce here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a good drink, but women ain't supposed to be drinking like that, let alone strong drink, let alone without a man. You know, So this is why 2/3 of our people got to go, including these little demons, these little degenerates that you call kids. Okay, these are little fucking monsters right here, man. All right. So this is the book of 2nd Esdras 5:7, and it says, "And the Sodomite sea, or the Sodomite sea, shall cast out fish and make a noise in the sight in the night, and many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof, and there shall be confusion also in many places." And it says, "And the fire should be often sent out again, and the wild beasts should change their places, and menstruous women should bring forth monsters." Okay, and that's these little gremlins that you seeing in here. Because these kids, they ain't gonna do nothing but grow up to be welfare babies, degenerates, you know, Pookies and Ray Rays and Kanayas, you know, Janayas, Kikis, Keishas, Pumpkins, you know, Kia boys, twerk queens, hood stars. That's what this is in the making. And a black woman think that shit is cute. But at the same time, these little kids, when they at the age of 15, you're going to find out that they're going to land themselves in an untimely prison. But the fortunate part is we ain't going to be here that long, man. But this is why we tell you brothers, man, hey, watch who you have children with. Okay, don't have children with these detestable beings that you call women, because these are not women. Okay, this is not the behaviors you're supposed to be putting on in front of children. And look at the kids. They're looking at it. They're just eating it up. You know? And you better believe that they're listening to all types of sexy red. Look at this little character here. And look at his mother. The bitch is condoning the little boy to go fill on this. This is a children's birthday party. That can be child abuse, man. Or that somebody can report this shit to the authorities, and Esau can come in and take your kids for this, man. Because this is considered a neglect, abuse, sexual exploitation. Okay, not nudeness, but lewdness. And the list goes on, because they're dancing on these kids in a sexual manner. That could be considered, what do they call? Grooming the kids, man. You know? That's exactly what this can be considered. And if this video went viral, then somebody's going to be in trouble. Because look at this. The black woman right here, she's encouraging the little boy to go behind Miss Woody and twerk. Look at the little look at him. Cake all over the place, diaper, chest out. And these bitches, they don't give a fuck, man. Was these be the same one talking about, man, well, my man, that they like hood niggas. These are O-block type women, man. You know? Look at this. It's fucking madness, bro. This shit pisses me off. Look at this bitch. Look at that, man. And she's recording it. And let's just say if that's her son and they come in and take her son, then she's going to be the main one having a fit, playing victim. Oh, they took my son. How they going to take my son? Well, for one thing, you're being inappropriate with your son, lady. Where the fuck is the video go, man? I hate when that shit happens. Here we go. You're going to be the main one that's going to be feeling some type of way when they come and take your kids. And then she's no better, because look at this hoe. She's going to get down and start twerking with him. Look at her. Like somebody wants to see that, man. Okay, nobody wants to see you shake your funky ass all the goddamn time. It's just madness. All right, so this is the book of Proverbs 14. And I'm going to start at verses 1. It says, "Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands." Okay, and hey, a wise woman will build her child up to become a upstanding citizen, to do things, you know, to be productive in life, you know, to bring something innovative to the table. Even though we're in the land of our captivity, you know, to not be this. And this is why the other nations look down on us. Okay, this is exactly why they look down. As a matter of fact, let me wag, shaking of the hand, shaking head. Let me find it real quick. Matter Matter of fact, let's go here. Let's do it this way. Let's go to the book of Psalms 44. And we go get that real quick. Psalms 44. And let's start at verses. Yep. Let's start at verses Psalms 44. And I'm going to start at verses 10. It says, thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, that they may hate us. It says, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and does not increase thy wealth by thy price. You know, slavery. When we were sold, we built this country up for free. It says, thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us, right? Because when they look at us, they look down. They're like, man, what is these people? You know, who the hell are these people? How can they be the chosen ones of the Heavenly Father? And it says, thou makest us a byword among the heathen, and a shaking of the head among the people. And this is the reason why when people see us, they shake their head. Because you got Pushites, you got Kill Boys, you got old block of lights, call them that engages in his wicked behavior. And when you got actual Jakes that actually work and do things that's responsible in life, we all are looked at, man. You know, like I could go into a gas station or I could go into a bank and I'm looked at like a piece of shit because of the shit that our people do. You know, this nigga came in here with a black hoodie on or with a black jacket. You know, he came here with some black shoes. Is he getting ready to rob the bank? Is he getting ready to stick us up? Should we call the cops? Should we profile them? Should we follow him around the store? And this is what these people do because, you know, we are reproach, man. But it says, thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the hand among the people. Confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face have covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth by reason of the enemy and avenger. But all this has come upon us, yet we have not forgotten thee, neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant, man. Because you know what, man, you still had a sect of Israelites that actually done right by Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But for the majority of our people, hey, they not right, man. All right, they're not right. And this is why the Lord has to destroy the 2/3. Because this is the spirit that they're exemplifying. Jeremiah 2, and I'm going to start at verses 19. And it reads, thy own wickedness shall correct thee, and thy backsliding shall reprove thee. Know therefore and see that it is an evil thing, that bitter, that thou hast forsaken the Lord thy power, and that my fear is not in thee, says the Lord Yahweh. Because for one thing, the Lord, he loves children, right? But see, when you have this type of behavior going on among our communities, then Yahweh Shem Yahushua looks down on this and it angers him. And this is why when you read in Ezekiel 9:4, it tells you to slay utterly old and young, women and children. Because these little kids, hey, they got a target on their back just because they not growing up in the right environment. And ultimately it's in their, you know, in their forecast, so to speak, that the Lord has written for their story for them to be destroyed, but they come from a wicked stock. Okay, all these little kids here, hey, you think Esau is going to discriminate when it comes to time of martial law or Jacob's trouble? No, you're going to see these little kids and these women laid out all over America, all across Babylon. Why? Because they didn't take heed to the warning. And this is what they're doing. Okay, you got this drunk thought right here with her ass out, and she probably stink. I guarantee you all them stink. They probably smell worse than them kids. You know, because the kids are a product of their parents. But overall, you got this drunk thought here twerking in front of these little babies, and they're seeing it. Look at her. Look at the baby girl. She just watching her. The mother, whoever the hell she is, she just watching her. And yet you try to reprove these women. Then all of a sudden, you know, you're going to get attacked. You're going to get a 3rd degree. Niggas going to be trying to pull up on you. Let me slide on this nigga real quick. What's this man, you know, they trying to tweet your stat and trying to tweet your location. They'll try to pull up on y'all because you corrected them. Say, look, man, y'all need to check y'all behaviors because this ain't right. This ain't what the Lord want. You've been got shot at, man. Because what I realized, these women and these 2/3, they don't take heed to correction. You can't correct these niggas. So that's why the Lord said he just going to straight up destroy them. All right. And it reads here, it says, for old time I've broken thy yoke. And it says here, and have burst thy bands, and thou hast said, I will not transgress. When upon every high hill and every green tree thou wanderest plant or harlot. But it says, yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy and a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Okay? He called you a straight up degenerate, man. And it says here, for though thou wash thee with nitre and take thee much soap, yet thy iniquity is marked before me, says the Lord Yahweh. So how canst thou say, I am not polluted? It says, I have not gone after Balaam. See thy way in the valley, know what thou hast done. Thou art a swift dromedary transversing in our ways, man. A wild ass used to the wilderness that snuffeth up at the wind at our pleasure, and in occasion who could turn her away. All they that have seek her will not be weary themselves, in her month they shall find her. Okay? Because you got to understand, man, Jake, we was the creme de la creme of Yahweh Shemai, the apple of his eyes, man. And now look at the result of it. The straight buffoonery, degeneracy at its finest. You know? Let's go here to the book of what is it? Jeremiah 7. Jeremiah 7:16. And it says, therefore, pray not for thou this people, neither lift up cry nor prayer for them, neither make intercession to me, for I will not hear thee. Okay? So the Lord said, don't pray for these guys, man. Don't pray for Jake. The hell with them and their children. It says, seest thou not what they do in the cities of Judah, in the streets of Jerusalem? And it reads, the children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto their gods, that they may provoke me to anger. You know, hey, that birthday party shit. You know, clearly it's a birthday party, but it says, do they provoke me to anger, says Yahweh? Do they not provoke themselves to confusion of their own faces? Therefore, thus says the Lord Yahweh, behold, my anger and my fury should be poured upon, it says, should be poured out upon this place, upon man and upon beasts, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Yeah, because the Lord is going to bring a heavy judgment to the 2/3 of our people, man. Okay, because clearly they didn't learn from the wickedness that they've done. So therefore, they're getting ready to repeat the same fate. But this time, they're not going, the Lord is not going to carry these niggas out of Egypt. Okay, he's going to leave them here to burn up, you know. And this is why we tell you, brothers, hey, watch who you have children with. Okay, watch who you have kids with. Don't have kids with these demons, man. All right, so Rock 3, and I'm going to start at verses 9. For the father, or the blessing of the father, established the houses of children. Clearly the blessing of the fathers ain't even around. Okay, and why would the fathers want to be around? And then at the same time, you think that these women laid down with reputable men? Okay, they laid down with niggas that's in and out of prisons. Okay, Kia boys, poo shiesties, drug dealers, hood niggas, you know, with niggas named Tone, you know, Richies and all, you know, all that other shit, man. You know, Antoine's and all them, you know, Munchies and Lowskis, all them niggas. Hey, they laid down with niggas like that. You know, this is the reason why the fathers ain't around. You know, and the fathers ain't reputable. They ain't counted worth anything. And this is why, hey, watch who you have children with. But it says, for the blessing of the father established the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. And glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for the father dishonor is no glory in city, and it shows. Okay, it says, for the glory of a man is from the honor of his father, and a mother in dishonor is a reproach to the children, man. Okay, and clearly this is a reproach to the kids, because this is what they're going to grow up with. Okay, one more precept and I'll end it. We got to bring out that Micah 7 and 10, man, because, hey, clearly Keisha, man, she's gone. All right, she's gone. And this is why we say that the black woman is undateable. You got children with her, hey, good luck, you know, because, hey, she's going to put the emotions of herself on the kids, and the kids are going to be demons. Trust me, I've seen it. Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame should cover her, which said unto me, what is the Lord thy power? Okay, because the black woman, she's good at turning Jake. Where your God at? I thought you said your God was going to do something to me for sleeping with your brother. I'm still good. Matter of fact, I got a promotion, and I got a new car, and motherfucker, I got I got 1,500 a month in food stamps, and I'm getting 3 bands a month in child support. Look like your God ain't answer you, and this is what they'll say until they find us in somebody's trunk with a head missing, car on fire in somebody's alley, and that ain't all. And you black women deserve so much more worse. Okay, but it says here, my eyes should behold her. Now she should be trodden down as the mire of the streets, man. And that's going to be the account of what's getting ready to happen to these women and children. All right. Let's get this in Ezekiel 9:4. And we're going to end it. Ezekiel 9:4 says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations they be done in the midst thereof. Yeah, we're crying, we're sighing, we're tired. Okay. It says, and the others, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. And it reads, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity, but slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, okay? Because all these little kids, unfortunately, they're going to be the casualties of Jacob's trouble, okay? They're not going to be spared, okay? The Lord is going to slay these little gremlins too. Esau starts going door to door. Hey, they're going to separate the mothers from the kids. Hey, they're going to probably put the kids part of some type of trafficking program and get all the drenny out of them. And then, hey, they're going back to the spirit world. And you mothers, you're just going to be brutally gang raped. Okay, all this sexual explicit behavior you exemplifying, hey, you're going to have to live up to that term when the time comes, because them UN troops, them FEMA troops, they're sitting back and they're watching Keisha do all this wickedness. And it's going to come a time that the Lord he's going to meet you where you stand. Oh, you wanted to be a twerk queen? All right, well, go ahead and twerk on this 50-man platoon right here. And they all going to get their term riding, like Elder Malcolm must say. Hey, the carousel is going to ride you. See, it's cute now because you got protection. You're a protected class. But it ain't going to be cute when the power gets cut. All right. And with that, it says, little children and women become not near any man upon who is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. So with that, call Allah Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. Lords, will you edify unto the next.